Hey y'all, it's week 25 of season 2 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is Andy and Barney in the Big City. Barney, what's up this week?
Andy and I are going on a business trip up to the state capital, and we're all packed and ready to go. So we say goodbye to Ultie, and then we say goodbye to Aunt Dee. Then she gives us a bag of sandwiches to eat on the bus. And then in Raleigh, in the hotel lobby, I say to Andy, yeah, this is where the action is, the capital city. You know, Andy, this is where I really belong, Barney 5, in the asphalt jungle. And Andy says, you know, Barney, while we're here, we're not on duty. And I say, off duty? When is a lawman really off duty?
And then you see a lady go to the desk clerk and check out some expensive jewelry from the hotel safe that she owns. And then you see a guy follow her and you say, see, he's stalking his prey. I'm a lawman. I can see this kind of thing no matter where I go.
And then we have our meeting with the state police commissioner. Then he tells us our request for new equipment in Mayberry probably won't get approved, since we don't make any more arrests than we do in Mayberry. So I tell Andy, I tell you what would turn the trick, just one good felony, and us getting our name in the paper just once. And then we get everything we needed, just like that. No felonies in Mayberry? Why not let's find one here?
And then at supper, you'll be reading the French menu, and you don't want to admit that you don't understand French, so you just point to a bunch of things, and it turns out you get snails and brains for supper.
And then at supper, we see the same jewelry lady, and then the same guy tailing her. And I whisper, Andy, I tell you, he's closing in. That guy's up to no good. I'm going to stay on his tail until I see him behind bars.
But then the audience finds out, what you don't know yet, that that guy is just a hotel detective, so he's harmless.
And then the next morning, Andy goes to visit the state police crime lab. And I stay behind in the hotel. And in the lobby, I keep my eye on that same guy. And now a second guy shows up, and the first guy talks to him.
But once again, the audience finds out some stuff that you don't know. That second guy's a jewel thief. And the first guy, the reason he went up to talk to him is he's a detective, and he recognized him as a jewel thief. And he went to say, in my hotel, you watch yourself. You don't steal anything.
And I sit down next to the second guy, and I tell him there's a jewel thief hanging around. And I point to the first guy. And I show him my police badge, and I tell him I'm all set to make my move for when that guy robs the jewel lady. And then he tells me his name is CJ. He's a newspaper owner. And I figure having my name in the paper after cracking this case is just what Andy and I need. But then the first guy disappears into the elevator. Then I say, he's gone off for the heist. I turn my back 1 minute. So we go to the stairs to try to follow him. And I say, okay, CJ, get set for the big story.
Meanwhile, back at police headquarters, Andy's looking through a book of mugshots, and he sees that second guy, a picture of him. And he says, I recognize him. He was in the hotel this morning, right before I left.
So we follow the first guy, and we hide in a closet till we think we see him go into that lady's room. And then later, we see him leave the floor entirely. So we pick the lock of that lady's room with a fingernail file, and CJ goes in the back room of her suite while I look around in the front room.
And then Andy is finding out that the first guy is the hotel detective. Meanwhile, the second guy, the guy that tells you his name is CJ, is in the back room stealing the jewelry.
And I go in the back room as CJ is coming out, and I say, hey, look at that box on the dresser. That looks like a jewelry box. So I look in it, and I say, the necklace. It's gone. It is stolen. Come on, let's get in. And then the first guy comes back, and we shove him into the closet, and we lock him in. And then CJ says he needs to go get his photographer for this big story. And I say, I'll go with you. And as we leave, we see Andy. And I say, Andy, do I have news? Do we ever have a big story? You know that fellow I spotted? He is a crook. He took the necklace. We locked him in the closet. Then Andy finds the necklace on CJ in his pocket. And then the police arrest him. And Andy congratulates me, and I say, oh, it's no use pretending, Andy. I had it all wrong.
But you all get a good write-up in the newspaper anyway. And then the hotel detective the next morning while you all are checking out comes to visit you.
And I tell him, hello there. I hope we can get together on another cater sometime. Meanwhile, if you're ever up in my area, come look me up. My name's in the book.
So that's your the end of y'all's adventure in the big city. Next week, we'll see you in episode 26 back in Mayberry. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.